What's back, yo? I'm back to SGDS, same goals, different struggles. I am your host, AJ, and I got my brother back with me. What up, CJ?
What's up, man? What it do, man? What we doing?
Nah, man, how you been, dog?
Shit, I feel good, man. Good, fresh, new, perfect. Can't complain at all, my guy.
All right, bro. So I got you up on here today, bro. I got a few questions for you, bro. I want to see what your opinion is up on you.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
People don't like my opinion sometimes, but we gonna rock it out though.
yeah, nigga, you don't really care, but it's all good though. All right, so the first question is, bro. Shit, this really came out of nowhere out of these last few videos I've been watching, but from your point of view, man, what do you feel like what's in a man's nature, dog? Cause I
Fucking,
had
fucking is nah.
well, then fucking get it out the way then, goddamn it, just put it out on the table. Then.
Fucking is in our nature. Uh,
Damn, go ahead, bro. I'm listening out. Oh, there you go. Go ahead, I'm listening.
I mean, it's just you know, I think it's a misconception of. I think men have we've been socialized to be this certain type of way, um, and uh, we've been socialized to be you just work, happy wife, happy life. You know what I'm saying? These providers and all this type of stuff, which ain't nothing wrong with majority of that shit. But in the end, though, you start to notice that you start neglecting yourself for other people,
Yeah,
your kids or your woman or whatever. And I think niggas just got to get away from that. Like you got to get away from that type of mentality because now you see it. I mean, you see it all the time. Like men die faster than women do, and you know what I mean, that type of shit. So now we just got to get away from that. Your nature is the human nature is self-preservation. So that's number one. And then you come in, all that other stuff start to roll in later. You know what I mean? But taking care of yourself is number one.
you think that's been the lost cause of everything? Like, I don't know, man. I this year I really want to go into taking care of myself, and it's funny that you say that because that's been my main goal is to really take care of myself. I feel like a lot of times I go, a lot of time a man go, a lot of time the thing he do shit for is for a female though.
Yeah, but see, that's the
That's the wrong way. That's terrible. You spend all you work all the, like you work hard.
yeah. So yeah, fuck them, man. Not saying fuck them like you don't need them because you really don't. You can use them in the society that we live in now, man. You really don't need a
But
woman.
is that a bad way of thinking though? Like we could just
Not in a
use them.
bad way of thinking. It's self preservation. You gotta think, man. You look how many niggas that go and they come out, they get these women, and then uh and I don't want to feel like I'm bashing women here because I love women.
You say this shit every time, Brad.
But I'm just talking about this specific type of woman though. You get with these women that they want all this security and all this other type of shit, and then as soon as that is not provided for them anymore, or you could just fall on bad terms, like damn man, I fucked this up, my money, you know what I mean? And then the bitch is out the door, like she gone, out of here. You know what I mean? She on to the next nigga that can provide this security for her. So
So how do you balance out knowing if she's gonna be there? Cause,
start off broke.
but see now, shit. How many times do you see a female build like stick with you while you broke? You usually got to be like at least halfway to the finished product or the finished product.
Nah, man, some girls out here who do it. I had one. I
You
had one.
did.
So it's some girls that's out here that do it. They just got to be genuine, man.
So
Like
that goes to
so
and
now
that's
today's
a random
time,
so
nobody's
question,
genuine.
right? And
Huh?
this was I wasn't even gonna ask you this, but I did post this shit. I posted this shit a few days ago. It says why would a man get want to get married if women leave so easily? And I got kind of a backflash with that where it's like what makes it saying that the other part like a woman can't leave easily.
Niggas only get married because they get forced into that shit.
I don't know, dog.
That's the facts.
So like when I heard it on the radio, it was a good question to me. So I'm listening to people, and you got some man that called in, It felt like some men want to get married, dog. Like
Now, I'm
this
not saying that
funny
they
is
don't.
some
I'm
men
not
don't
saying
want
that,
to get married.
I'm not saying that they don't, but majority of them get forced into it. They get forced. It's like, well, you gonna marry me? It's always you gonna marry me. When you gonna marry me? It's always that shit going on.
Don't you think that's kind of like the modern day way it used to be? Nowadays, some dudes like.
Now, back in the day, niggas married women because they wanted to do it. They felt like they had, oh, this is my person. You know
So
what I
why
mean?
you feel like they getting forced into it?
Because you got it's this societal norm. These women get to like 25. They get to like 25. Just okay. I want you to do this. When you talking to a woman and you find out her age, if she's around 25 to 30, she's already got in her head, the dude that I'm messing with needs to be marrying me or looking towards marrying me. So they got that in their mind already. And then
Yeah,
they just
I
go
can see
about it.
that. But
Yeah.
you know
And
what's
then
so crazy?
you put the pressure on the man, then he just be like, man, shit, I'm gonna go ahead and marry her. But he not ready. You can't make a man marry you because once he do that, then he's gonna feel like he been forced to do it. So he's gonna resent that shit in some sort, shape, form, or fashion. And then it's never gonna work because he didn't want to do it from the jump.
So why even be in a relationship then? Like that,
Because
I can understand from a female point of view of why waste the time.
no, it's not about wasting time. Niggas be trying to niggas be thinking like, man, let me get in a position where I can make this happen for us. They want it right now.
You feel like society and social media has put it to the point
No,
where you
it's just
got it, or
these
you just.
it's
And what type of female? Let me give another blunt. What type of females are we talking about when we say this? Because usually when we talk, like we usually honestly talking about one demographic.
no, you see, yeah, you're only talking about one demographic. We're talking about black women in this instance, but you don't see white
God
women doing it.
damn, not the black queen. We
No,
got,
but you don't see white women doing that though.
do we not see it or like? Because I can't say we don't see white women. I mean, don't see white women doing because we don't probably pay attention to that shit.
Bro, I work with all types of races.
Yeah,
I have to pay attention to it.
and no, you telling me no white women do it?
No, because the dude is already these bitches getting married straight out of college. They get married at 22, 23 years old. Straight out of college. You
Let
ain't
me
never
ask you
seen
this. Let me
never
ask you
seen
this.
a little video going around with all the white nurses. They had their graduation ceremony with engagement rings on. You ain't never seen that video?
Nah,
Just look
nah.
it up. This is a true thing. Just look it up. 20, 21 years old. These they coming out of college like this. I'm married. Are we
And
about
you
to get
feel like
married?
so white women are looking for that. I think a lot of black women look for that too. I just feel
Nah,
like,
they're not looking for that. But I ain't gonna say they're not looking for it, but that's not happening for them. Because
but
niggas coming out
okay,
of college
but
ain't
are,
thinking
are
about
black
that.
men being raised a black man? So white man usually when if they're being raised to think like that, then the man has to be thinking like that too in the white family. So they're raising the. You're actually saying the white boys are being raised to be married, being husband too.
And then in reality, it ain't even a race thing. It's really just it's a cultural thing.
Yeah, I'm about to say because you say the Mexicans do that too though.
Yeah,
They keep it
it's
in the
not a
family.
race thing. It's not a race thing. It's all about your financial stability. It's a financial thing.
It's all about the money.
That's it. If you're in a stable place, you want to go ahead and settle down and start your
Let me
family.
ask you this then, right?
If you poor, you ain't trying to do that shit. You trying to get to the money.
Okay, right. What about why is there so many? I would just go ahead and say successful black females. Usually females with doctors on the end that seem so qualified, that seem like they also dated the right kind of guy, but they don't end up married. And to me, I look at them now and I paid attention to them over the few weeks. And I'm talking about Dr. Bryant, Dr.Sarah for somebody who asks. these seem like these type of females that want to be so much in charge and fix everything in a relationship. Cause I'm like, bro, what's wrong? If both of y'all have been engaged almost 3 times, what was so wrong that every time that something broke off from that shit?
They is what's wrong. You look, you find me a educated black woman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just speaking on black women. You find me an educated black woman who did all this college, that got all these degrees and shit, and I'm talking about in today's time. I ain't talking about these older women.
Yeah.
Because I got some professors and I got some ladies that I know that are, but they come up on a different time period. These women are 50, 60 plus. They came in a different time, in a different era.
Yeah.
Women. I'm talking about today.
Well, what if some of today women got some of those morals and values?
They don't.
I don't know, dog. You can't say that. Cause my daughter got from my mama some of my mama principles.
Listen.
And she only about to be 14.
Listen what I'm telling you. And she's yet to see how her story gonna play out. But listen what I'm telling you. Find a woman that's between the ages of 25, which would be fresh out of college, to 40. They got all of this shit going on, the successful shit, and point out a successful marriage for them or a successful relationship for them.
So do you think the power of money and being put in, you don't think it's the position of power? I think it has a lot to do with the position of power, dog.
It ain't even the position of power, because there's niggas out here who graduating at a high rate and getting.
But do they have that respect for them though? Because you can get a degree.
They don't care about that.
Damn, dog.
The traditional man does not give a damn about how much his woman make. He don't care.
I'm okay. I'm gonna go. We're gonna stop you right there.
Name a man.
Time out. Have you seen the Dr. Umar and Nick Cannon new interview?
Yeah, I watched parts of it.
Okay, me too. So, and I was gonna get on this later, but we could just mix it in a little bit. I can't, cause I be telling my daughter, I'm gonna need counsel. I'm still, when we talk, we're counseling. She was like, Dad, he just be working on the outside. He don't know how to work on the inside with you. So I'm gonna speak on something that's in the inside, and I never really speak on. I've always had a problem with females making more than me.
Why?
I don't know why, dog. I don't. And like I say, it might be a narcissist thing. It might just be. I've always had that problem. I never speak on it. Because I've always felt like, or I looked at it as a power thing, in a way where you gonna look at me different, or you gonna think you can talk to me something. Like, it's just certain shit that I stand on, as a man. And like, it shouldn't even be like that. We shouldn't even let money dictate that shit. But to be honest, bro, money dictates a lot of shit, especially in relationships now. It's not about just love. It's about business.
Nah, see, that's what people are trying to conform it to.
Shit, that's what it's going to. That's what it looks like it's been going to.
That's what they're trying to conform it to. But that's not necessarily, that's not fact. Because a woman who makes more money, if a woman make more money than you, if y'all having problems with her power, then that ain't the woman that you need to be dealing with. See, this is the thing.
That's kind of the reason I say I'm kind of like in a position where, like you said earlier, trying to get my finances together. Even with me having my finances together enough where I got my own place, I got my own car, I'm still not shit. I need to upgrade. For me, like a 2-bed. I've been in a 2-bedroom apartment since I was 20. I had my own place since I was 25. Been having a 2-bedroom since I was like 26. So I'm trying to upgrade now. So I feel like right now I ain't even in that position. But
let me tell you, you hear people say, if this person act like this, I'm gonna act like this. Right?
You really can't say what you gonna act like.
No, it ain't even what you can say you're gonna act like. You're not gonna do it because it's not already in you.
What?
If you're not a nurturing person, you can't just turn that on. You can't
Shit.
do
I
it.
don't.
If you're
Yeah.
not a provider, you can't just turn that on and start providing. It's not in you. It's not
Something.
possible.
Some things I feel like we think might not be in. Like, bro, I like as a single father, I've been put in positions that I didn't think I never have to do, or just think was in me until it was brought out of me. So I can't really say that what I know. Like,
Listen,
I can't say that.
if it's not in you, you're not gonna do it. You hear women say, "I'd be submissive for the right man." No, you're not. It's not in you to do it.
You don't think so? With the right,
No,
I think so,
no,
bro. I think
no.
the right
Fuck no.
man brings out the right. I think the right man brings out different things in different females, bro. Every
Man,
man can't bring out the same thing in every
listen,
female.
I didn't say bring it out. If it's not in you, you're not gonna do it.
Yeah,
It's not.
but that what I'm saying is this: you're right. It got to be in you, but somebody has to bring that out of you.
It
That's
ain't
like a
nobody
girl
bringing
that
it
ain't
out of you.
never squirted before. You can't say that girl can't squirt because she ain't never squirted before.
Listen, that's two totally different things.
No,
Because
it's not.
yes, it is.
No,
It's
it's
two totally
not,
different things, brother. You're referring something that a
bro.
sexual activity
How?
to what's actually in the person's heart,
That's what
what's
I'm
actually
saying
in
though.
the
But the
person's
meat.
soul. You cannot if you are a imbecile or asshole or idiot. If you're an asshole to people, you're just an asshole. Just because you get a person
But you could
around
turn
you,
that off and turn that on.
nah, you can't do that. It's not possible. I'm an asshole, and I
I was
know
say,
it.
think I do it all the time.
No, I'm an asshole. It's just what it is. You can't
But I
turn
know
it
when
off.
to turn it off and turn it on.
Nah, I don't. It's not possible.
Nigga, I
You're
do
an
it all.
asshole. You're an asshole. It's just what it is. So you can't. It's
Not
no
all the time, dog. You not an asshole all the time at work.
man. Listen, man, shit. You better ask these people.
You not an asshole to your boss.
Man, listen. I'm telling you, if you're an asshole, if it's in you, you'll be able to do it. It's not in you. If you're not a caring person, if you don't care about people, you're not going to be able to do a job that's, oh, if I get a job where I have to care about people, I'm going to do it. No, you're not. It's still going to be a
Yeah, but
motherfucker.
that's what I'm saying. It has to be in you, like you said. It has to be in you, but that's not to say that it's not in you,
Most of the time it's not, bro.
man. You'd be
Somebody
surprised
who
at the
look,
shit you can
listen.
do.
If you gotta, it ain't about what you can and can't do. If you are a motherfucker who's not a provider, you ain't never done it, and then you start a family. Why do you think that niggas be running off?
So where are you going with that? Nah, hell no. Well,
Why do you think that happens?
oh, okay, never mind.
When
I'm
you
thinking of something
can't,
else.
when
I'm thinking of
you
something else.
can't step up to the
I'm thinking
plate.
of some. I'm thinking of the male not doing shit, and the female. My mind went somewhere, but
Yeah, like some people are. If you're not a provider, bro, you're not. It's not in you.
where does that go with me saying I don't want to date female that make more than like?
I'm asking you why. What's
That's
wrong
just
with
never
you?
been my thing. Just like I have a thing with females doing stuff for me. Like
That means you
I
have.
never liked it a female paying for shit for me. I'm not big on that regardless. Like I'm just not. I don't really like people doing shit for me, dog. For real, for real. Like
Right,
I have a
but see,
problem.
but that's a bad trait to have though,
I always had it,
because you're a
bro.
social being. We are created to socialize. So being able to accept help and take forms of help from people is not it's a that is actually a character flaw not to be able to do that.
Hey man, we all have things we working on, but I don't
I ain't saying
like.
you ain't working on. I'm just saying it's a character.
Nah, I mean like that's like it can be. I mean, cause we all do need help in this world. That's not something I'm saying. Like I will go promoting, but it's not something that I've always really had. Shit, one from my mom was having my back on a lot of times. Know what the fuck I'll be, but I'm always the one that everybody. I'm always been the general, bro. Like I always been the one everybody come to. So like I was looking at the Dr. Umar and Nick thing, and he was like the reason, and I kind of understood it. A reason he left his first marriage is because he didn't feel like the man in the relationship. But it seems like plain and simple. He didn't feel like I, in my own words, I'm just taking what I felt from that interview. His words wasn't like, you didn't feel like a man. Like your word didn't stand on nothing. Like you couldn't lead. Like you wasn't the general in your family. Your woman
So whose
wasn't.
fault is that?
Talk on it, dog. If it's his fault, talk on it. Cause I'm like, what makes it feel like? What do you make it feel like his fault? What do you feel like he could have did to make it feel like he could have switched that? Like, what would you have did in his position?
You grind to you got to say so.
Exactly. You grind, but what are you grinding for? The money, right?
No, it ain't even about the money. It's
Then
about
what are you grinding for?
You grind for the just the mentality to be in front. See, this, when it comes to being the head of something, man, it's a mentality. You might not be the richest or the most influential or whatever, but when you are ahead of something, it's about the mentality that you have. It's unquestionable.
But maybe now that he has that mentality, he don't know how to cope with. Now that's the type of why he picking the type of females he like. That's why I say it's a catch-22 today.
No, it ain't.
Shit, me.
No, it ain't. If you got the mentality, once again, if it's not in you, some dudes are not made to be ahead of nothing because it's not in them. They are made to lead. I mean, follow people. Some dudes is just not in, man.
But that's what but see, okay, but that's to the point where she has to, okay, what if it is in you, but she don't respect you? What if that's not as a flawed character in you that she might not, because everybody ain't gonna respect you, bro. Even the toughest dope boy or the toughest gangster don't have, he might have respect, but it's gonna be some people that's gonna try you.
No, they probably not. Just because they're trying you don't mean they don't respect you.
When I mean trying on this level, yeah, it doesn't. But on this level, I mean trying you in the point where he don't respect you. I don't mean he do. Like he trying you on a level where he is like, it's not that he don't respect you. I just like, you just feel like, okay, do you feel like some men just don't carry that? Like it's an aura.
They don't. You man, for you to lead something, man, you have to have you just got to have the presence. Nick Cannon is not a guy with presence. That's why people call him corny.
Okay. What about, and I hate to bring this nigga up, but what about Cam? Because to me,
he only has the presence because of who he is. His status gives him the presence. But come on, man. Listen, man. Listen. It's nothing against Cam Newton. Cam Newton is a phenomenal football player.
But sometimes I feel like he's betraying something that he wasn't.
He's never been that type of guy. He's a church boy, man. But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with him being a church boy, but that's what he is.
But exactly, it's like it's different upbringings. Yeah, and when I say that, it's like you see this guy who was raised in a two-parent household marriage. You've seen this. You've seen the positive of what a marriage can do. You would think, and that's the thing I see. I'm like, but you would think that he would want to promote that, but he ran away from it. So it's like, damn, bro, what did you see that's making you really want? What childhood trauma or what got you? Is it the fame? Is it just having females that like? Is it just having this attention that you really can't get?
It's the status. It's not no trauma. You ain't suffering no trauma. It's the status.
Well, I can't say because I wasn't in the household, so I don't know what trauma it means.
Look, man, it's the status. Listen, I'm gonna break it all the way down to you.
Go ahead.
I could be wrong, but 90% of the time, bro, I'll be right as fuck. First of all, Cam was a D1 athlete. He went to Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can tell he was never really that guy until he got to Auburn. And I'm going to tell you why he wasn't really that guy. Because if you were that guy, you wouldn't have been down there stealing laptops, man. You get what I'm saying?
You feel like it was peer pressure?
No, it's not peer pressure. You just wasn't that guy. Yes, he was a phenomenal athlete. but you're not that guy. You can be a great athlete, but not be that guy.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? So, and you can be a terrible athlete and be that guy. It's just, it don't, you see, it don't mesh. That guy comes from the aura that you possess, the presence that you possess when you step into a building, you step into a room. He wasn't that guy, because if he was that guy,
But why do we in the culture feel like that guy got to be catalyzed with money and that makes him a high value guy?
no. It's not about the culture. It's that particular individual.
I don't know, dog, because who put him on that status?
The media, him playing football.
Exactly, the culture, part of the culture.
That's not our culture. Because when you come from where we come from, you can spot that guy easily. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to spot that guy. So Cam strikes me as and I could be wrong, but I highly doubt that I am. Cam when he got to Auburn, he got a little bit more attention than he normally got. Got a little bit more attention. It's just like the dude that's crossing or pledging Alpha, Sigma, or Q or whatever. And now he's getting a little more attention. Now he's acting like he's that guy. He was never that guy before. The status put you in that realm. You get what I'm saying?
I can see where you're going with that.
So Cam,
I can't say that I don't deny with it.
That's why when he talk, it'd be like, man, this nigga really corny. He's a really corny guy. Nick Cannon, corny guy.
I feel like with them, they have to have people around that boosts their ego.
I don't even think it's the people around them. I think the status that they have obtained makes them like. I'm gonna tell you somebody that you could probably tell was that dude when they was coming up, and we were just talking about celebrity wise, right? 50 Cent. You can
50
tell.
Cent give me I don't get that. 50 Cent, I read his book. He ain't even give me that vibe in the book. Like,
that's what I'm trying to tell you. His aura, him as an individual.
That's what I'm saying. And like, if you talking about that guy, it depends on what we going. What we going with that? Because you got different guys, different type of guys. You got guys in the street. That's that guy. You got jocks. That guy is like what way are we going with that?
It don't matter. It don't matter where you at in the streets or when you walk in a room and people like, oh, who is that?
Because we've been around, bro, and we've been around guys that. Because when we saying this, like, what are we saying about that? Or what does he bring? He bring guys and females to him, or he bring just females? Because you got dudes that just bring females that don't have no or don't have
that ain't the guy. He could. I'm talking about the aura.
I don't see 50 pulling females back then like that. Then so what aura? Like that's what I'm saying. I don't see 50 pulling bad females like that. Like he is.
It ain't about the bad females.
So what are we pulling? What are we talking about?
The aura. When you walk in the room and people looking like, okay, yeah, that's the guy. Big Meech. But even before the money, people, when you hear people talking about him, they're like, yeah, man, it's just something about him. just something about him.
I have to be around niggas just to see it. I don't
people
know.
do me like that though. And I'm not even like trying to boast or brag or nothing. But when I walk in the room, I understand what I bring. People stop to listen to what I got to say. It's just what it is. It's the aura. Like when you walk in the room, people are like, who is that? Why? Okay, who is he? Why should I know him? And I'm not bullshit. Like if you was ever to come up here, I don't go out. I don't go out to no clubs or nothing. I rarely go out. If I walk into one of these establishments, watch how many heads turn. I'm talking about dudes and girls too. Who is that? It's just what it is, bro. It's like what is when you step in the room, what you carry.
Has it gone from like, cause mine's come from like this, like an aura of shit. Mine's come from an aura of this. You can come from jealousy, niggas not liking you, to niggas to respecting you or still not liking you. It's just all it's all
Nothing to
depends.
do with that. It's who is that guy and why should I know him? That's just what it is. I'm telling you, bro. Anytime I step in the room, people, it starts to happen. It ain't about what I got on. I can have on damn sweatpants and a hoodie. Ain't about none of that. I don't wear jewelry. I wear an Apple Watch. That's it. They see you and they be like,
All right, then. So you consider yourself a high value guy, right? What? Why are you not married?
because I gotta keep dealing with bitches who got bad attitudes. And see, in my
nigga, it can't just be the female, dog.
No, for real, it is though.
So you saying you've done enough work on yourself to the point that it can't be you?
Yeah, it is. It's
you
never.
Motherfucker, dog.
It's never me, bro.
You don't think you're not a narcissist?
No, it's never me, bro.
You a motherfucker, dog.
Listen, bro, I'm trying to tell you, it's never me. When people listen, I'm not bullshit, man. I'm telling you, I'm not capping at all. When people come back around and say, when we fall out, I just had somebody hit me up the other day. I'm talking about like 2 days ago. Like, man, I'm sorry. I know, I'm sorry we stopped talking, but it's never me. I never have the issue.
I can't say it ain't me. I know, like I said, I'm an asshole. I'm a different. Like, you a Scorpio too, but I always feel like we alter ego sometimes when it comes to certain shit.
Nah, like, bro, I didn't destroy the ego. The ego was gone. I used to be fucked up. I'm not lying. That's why I'm not with my girl. That's why that situation ended, because I was fucked up.
You don't feel like you got no ego?
No, I stripped the ego. The ego has been gone.
I stand
about 5 or 6 years now. The ego been gone. I don't have an ego.
I don't know, bro.
That's why I don't have a problem.
I work too hard for a motherfucker to ever try me on some shit like to the
but
point.
It ain't about, it's not about being tried, bro. It's the ego. The ego won't allow you to. Your ego won't allow your woman to make more money than you. I don't give a fuck about that, because guess how I'm looking at it? Oh, that money coming in is coming in here.
You might be looking like that. I can't guarantee that she's looking at it like that. You can't guarantee that.
Yeah, she is gonna look at it like that.
You want her to look at it like that.
No, I'm not. And I know what I want her to look at it. She's gonna look at it like that because I am the leader.
So why hasn't that worked yet? Why hasn't that worked yet?
You said why didn't it work yet?
Yeah.
Because I ain't dealt with nobody who. Just because I don't have an ego.
Why your aura? Okay, why is your
this
aura
bitch ain't got no ego.
Them type of females? Because it's gotta be. Why is your aura attracting them type of females?
Attracting what type of female?
The motherfuckers we were just talking about.
Oh, you talking about girls who just idiots?
Yeah.
I can't help that. But see, but look,
it's your aura.
I can't help it. Nigga, this is a two-party system. This ain't just one person.
Oh,
with me, women have to strip their ego from the door when they walk in the door, dealing with me. Because guess what? I'm a man. I'm not going for the bullshit. You're not just gonna say anything to me, talk to me in the kind of way. It's not gonna happen. So
in a world built off capitalism, you really think, and with it money being pushed in so many people here, you think any female gonna think like that, bro? I mean, it might be some. No, it might be some. But like you saying,
even if she make more money, bro, you gotta understand, bro. What comes with me is gain. Because guess what I'm gonna say? Hey, look, that little extra money you got right there, let's take that and do this. And then when she see it manifest, she's like, oh, okay. Shit, my man know how to make money. It don't matter if I'm making more money, he gonna turn it into more money because he knows what he's doing. See, that's the thing that people, when you a man, you know how to multiply the shit that's going on. She even if she bringing more money in, you got to understand how to multiply it. That's it.
I mean, I see it.
That's ego.
Yeah, that's easier said than done, though, bro.
No, it's not easier said than done. It's easier
It
done than
is,
said.
nigga. If it was so easy, a lot. I feel like it would be done. A lot of people would think how you think.
A lot
It
of people
ain't a
don't
lot of
think
people
that.
that think like that.
You're not gonna meet nobody that think how I think.
Exactly. That's why it's easier said
Because
than done.
I'm a special type of nigga.
Whatever, nigga. I said
Say
it's easier said because you got people like you got even people like Nick Cannon who I'm pretty sure do meet people that meet females when he was in a position that I don't know, man. Even like I look at the Offset and Cardi B thing, bro. Like it was a point in time she wasn't making more than him, but once she started making more than him, it's that like you say, ego, dog. Like that's a hard ego, bro, for a man.
no, it
I'm,
ain't. Because see, that's only niggas who don't understand their value as a man. You got to understand your
I,
value as a man.
I can't say that, bro.
No, you don't understand your value as a man. If you find a woman that loves your dirty ass drawers and she make more money than you, but you gonna be like, man, fuck this, man. She got more money
I'm gonna
than
be
me.
on that bitch like Martin.
Like, why would you do that? That don't even make sense. If
It
she
might
make
not make sense to you, but
no,
it like to
it don't
somebody
make sense
else.
in general. Let's look at the logic behind this shit.
Mm-hmm.
If she makes more money, why would I that why would I take it in my head and be like, man, shit, she make more money. I'm just gonna fuck, man. I can't.
No, I'm
No,
saying
that
I'm
shit
not
is
saying
stupid.
you wrong. I'm not saying you wrong. I'm just saying in your life, it's like I had to learn this, bro. Everybody ain't gonna think the way I think. Cause there's a
Of
lot of
course.
people that I be like, damn, bro, why the fuck you won't do this? But in their mind, they don't see nothing else. You feel me? Like they don't think like that. They ain't come from the same environment. They not even trying to
And
evaluate that, like
and
grow like that.
there goes the ego. You have to strip the ego from the man for the man to grow. You'll never grow if you continue to hold on to the ego. Even a woman, she has to strip the ego.
I do feel like for a relationship to work, the egos have to go. But
Both egos have to go.
how many times did that really happen?
I don't know. I done seen it happen several times, especially with the people that I done grew up around. My cousin and his wife. My cousin didn't make a lot of money for a long time, and his wife held it down. So that means he had to strip his ego until he grinded his way to where he makes the most money now. I'm assuming.
But even then, does it even matter anymore?
What you mean? Does it even matter anymore?
For you to get to a point where you gotta make more money.
No, it don't. But that's what I'm saying. It never mattered in the first place because all the money comes in. See, this is what happens. People get into this thing where it's like yours, mine type of deal. But when you are in a relationship, this is ours. There's no such thing as yours and mine anymore. It's ours.
Yeah, the who thinks like that? It's a small percentage, dog.
And the small percentage are winning. The motherfuckers who ain't thinking like that lose. They're divorced. They don't work.
I mean, not every successful person is with somebody,
You
but
ain't got, well, every successful person ain't got to be with nobody. But if you want a successful family, you want a successful marriage, relationship, this is what we're talking about. You ain't got to be with nobody. You can be by yourself and be successful. But how does that, what is your legacy then?
I don't know. I question myself on my legacy all the time, bro. Even everything I have built, I was just like I haven't attracted the right type of female to come along and contribute and add on to it. You feel me?
What's the right type of female, though? What's the right type of female for?
Somebody that's gonna be understanding of what I got and me understanding of what she got. We both can communicate to a point where even if we don't come to an understanding, we have a mutual agreement to, you know what I mean? Like we respect each other's decision and we want to grow. Like we both understand each other. We both understand each other's flaws. We we accept each other's flaws. I think a lot of times people don't, because you're not gonna get a person that's you feel me like 100% of what you want. It ain't nothing just always gonna be peaches and cream.
I'm not accepting nobody flaws.
I can't, because it depends on what can be, because you can't say that, bro, because it can be some bullshit. As you grow in the relationship, y'all can grow. Can you get to a point where you see something that you don't like, you just want to end it?
No, but you have to actively be working on fixing it.
That's what I mean by accepting.
Now you
Accepting it
can't
is,
not, but accepting
I
is just
accept it, but
allowing
I
it to
accept
happen.
it to a point where if you're working on it, I'd be like, all right, we can work on it.
That's not acceptance, though.
That
Acceptance
is, you
is
do have to accept that. If I ain't gonna accept it, then I ain't gonna deal with it. I cut motherfuckers off, bro. If it take one time. So
listen.
me accept me being there to keep God, like working with you, that's me accepting whatever comes with you.
No, listen. Accepting something means this is what's happening, and I'm cool with it. I can deal with it. I'm not accepting a flaw. Hey, look, I don't like that you do this. I need you to actively work on this. Now, if
But
you're
on your
actively,
last girl, bro, she had a flaw.
yeah,
You accepted it for a long period of fucking time, so you got done with it.
no, I did not accept it. That's why we currently are not talking. I did not
I don't
accept
mean
her
that you was
flaws.
cool with like it being that
That's what
way.
acceptance mean, though, AJ. I have to accept what you got going on. I'm never going to accept a flaw that you can actively work on progressing. See, everybody can be better. That's why people like, just accept me the way I am. No, because you can be better. Why would I accept the way you are? That's
I
bullshit.
mean, but at the end of the day, bro, we all gonna have a flaw.
No, but that's a stupid way of
Nigga,
thinking.
you got a flaw. Everybody got a flaw.
That is a stupid way of thinking. Oh,
But it's
okay,
still
I'm
gonna be
flawed.
something
I'm
that you gonna.
flawed.
So, Lord, you telling me it's not gonna be something that you gonna, that's a flaw. Might not be a flaw to you, but it might be a flaw to her. You telling me if she accept that shit and still stay down with you through it, that something's wrong?
You shouldn't accept it. I'm not asking you to accept it. If it's something, if you tell me something that you don't like, and I continue to do it, then get the fuck on. That's
I think
just the
that's the
fact of
problem with a lot of shit. That's why a lot of
no,
families
but you can't.
working.
You just can't accept it. Look, if you accept people for these dumbass flaws that they walking around with, you're gonna be miserable. So you don't accept flaws. No, you can actively work
I
on
can't
changing
say
this.
that because you got a lot of grandparents that stayed together that had a lot of flaws that at the end of the day wasn't miserable. They still had love for
Man,
each
you
other.
crazy head. Them old ass folks. They had love for a motherfucker,
You
but
can't speak for every goddamn old people
you
that's in
you
love,
crazy as
nigga.
hell.
You
You need
can't
to
speak
actively
for
be working on that whatever flaw that you have. If you don't like to brush your damn teeth in the morning, and I keep telling you, hey man, you need to brush. Don't wait till goddamn 1, 2 o'clock to brush your teeth. Brush your teeth in the morning, and you keep not doing it.
them. So if your girl late,
Your ass out of here.
so she late majority of the time, but she
You out of
works.
here.
You ain't gonna never settle down there.
No, because I ain't saying it, bro.
I don't see.
Listen, if you wake up late and then you complaining
I'm
about
not
being
wrong.
late,
You're not wrong, but I don't see that shit
no,
happening.
you're gonna have to get the fuck on because you can actively get your ass up earlier and be on time. Why wouldn't you?
Hey, I
My
agree with
point
that, but
exactly.
that's a flaw that a lot of
I'm not.
people
I'm
have.
not accepting it. No, because you can actively get your ass up and be on time. It's just the facts of the matter, though.
You ain't gonna never be married long.
Yeah, I will be married, but the
Yeah,
woman that
long. I
I'm
said
married
long.
to is not gonna just be getting up late. She keep getting up late, and then you yelling at me because your ass late for work. No, you're not. No, get your ass up earlier. But you don't want to do that. You want to be on your no. I'm not accepting that. So you can get up earlier and be on time, and then see how that work out for you. See, that's the thing. People just that's what's wrong with people. People just accept shit. Like, nah, man, because you can be better. There's nothing out here in this world that's stopping anyone from being better.
I mean, but if it's not something that's killing you, dog,
It
everything
ain't matter if
be
it's killing you or
perfect,
not.
dog. Like
It
you,
don't have to be killing
you looking for goddamn, I don't know, goddamn what
you.
you
Listen,
looking
bro.
for, dog.
Let me what they say. If you're not changing it, you're choosing it. So if you don't change on getting your ass up to getting somewhere on time, you're choosing to be late.
I agree with you on that
If
part,
you're
but
not,
it
if you
might be another flaw that somebody got that's
that's
like,
fine. Long as you're actively look, a girl can deal with me because listen, if she say, "Hey, I don't like this, CJ," I'm gonna say, "Damn, she don't like that," so I'm going to work on changing it. That's my mentality.
nah, that's respectable.
Not because I want to do it because okay, she says she don't like this, and I like having her around. I'm gonna actively work on that.
That's respectable.
So if I'm gonna do this, if I'm gonna take the notion out to make sure that I'm doing it, if I tell you something that I don't actively like, then I need you to be actively working on it. If not, then you got to go.
I agree.
Reason being, I'm not accepting mediocrity, bro. That shit is bullshit. Like I like the women that I've been running across, which they ain't really been bad women, but
Yeah.
it's just shit that I'm not gonna accept. And then you're not actively the last chick wouldn't actively work on nothing that I asked her to do. It was always a problem. Why would we continue?
You thought you shit.
Like why?
Oh
This
shit.
continuous problem. Like damn, you can't do that. Oh, oh. All right.
But
Well,
that's what I'm saying though. Like we were talking about earlier, the way people like way females are raised today, the way and it's getting worse and worse.
yeah,
I mean, that mindset is just gonna keep getting worse and worse until
but that's on her though. That ain't got nothing to do. You know what I mean? She has to live with that. She has to strip her ego. I tell every woman, look, listen, I'm a very intelligent young fella. I'm very intelligent. I'm gonna say what's on my mind. So if you can't handle that and you get intimidated by that, then cool. You're not. I'm not the guy for you because I'm gonna say what's on my mind. I'm not. It's just what it is.
I mean, but that's part of like you should. I mean, you would think if somebody would want that because shit. But it's
Most these, but most of these educated women, they don't want a nigga to talk. They want you to shut the fuck up and let me be in control. That's not happening over here, sister.
that's
So
that,
that's the
that
issue that I run into.
that's so that like what are we like? So is that a part of two people of just being dominant then? Because like
No, it's
a
just the woman
female
that
like to be a lot, and that's the thing I hear female
people gotta
about
know
being.
their place.
I hear female be about being submissive and feminine, but it's like high educated females to me seem like they have a high problem with doing that. Once
Listen,
they become a very, I don't know, shit.
women
To
only
I
submit to
can't even say
black
that
women.
because I see I can't even say that because I see Candace Owens making her shit work with her husband. So is it a black on black thing or like do black female have more respect for white men?
So let's just break it down. It ain't even that they got more respect. You got to understand this. Most black women who, uh, I'm just gonna keep it all the way a buck with you. Most black women who come up in the household with just a woman in there, they're gonna have a lack of respect for men. It's just the facts of the matter. It's almost like they hate men. They got some type of disdain
I
for
don't
their
know.
dude.
Your sisters don't do that.
Nigga, what?
Never mind. Go. I don't.
Come on, bro.
No. Go finish. Fuck you at. Go.
What?
Go.
But they got a disdain for men. So you got to understand this. When trauma is inflicted on these girls, young black women. Let's just speak about black women, right? When trauma is inflicted on these girls, who does it normally come from?
The mom, the grandma.
Black men.
Has.
Some type of sexual trauma, black men.
Oh, you talking about? I'm thinking you talking about having the mental of putting
Nah,
down.
that's just another aspect of it. But even their mamas and their grandmas, who you think they trauma come from? Black men. So now you have a group of women who've developed a pattern of hate for men. Now, the only time they will be submissive to a man is doing sexual activity because it's just it's bred that way. You get what I'm saying?
Is it bred that way or we misled that way?
No, it's bred that way because
How? Like, so you telling me black females only are submissive to black males during sex, but they could be submissive to a white man throughout the whole process?
mm-hmm, you know why?
Fuck.
Because
Nah.
they haven't been traumatized or significantly hurt by a white man.
Who? Dr. Umar rolling around right fucking now.
It's just the facts of the matter, bro. We're not talking about no slavery shit. We're talking about right now today.
But ain't that how it started?
It don't matter how it started. We're talking about
being
what's happening right
traumatized.
now.
But ain't that what's being passed down, bro? It's
no, bro. No. What's happening right now? When you hear black women talk about they daddies, just listen to what I'm talking about. They daddy. Listen to what I'm talking about. The perverted uncle that touched them when they was little.
But how does that being happen though? More and more, like more. You're not getting to the point of how like the father even, because there was a point in time where they two was good.
Well, who
to get the baby, they had to be good, unless it was just a drunk night.
Didn't I just say they only submissive when it comes to sexual activity?
No, bro. I'm saying it was a point in time where y'all was good before all this. Like, how did it? Because let me. I don't even want to.
No, explain. I want to hear what you got to say. I want, because you're making my point. The only time black men and black women are good is when it comes to sexual activity.
Me and my baby mama was good to a point where when kids got involved, a lot of legal stuff got involved.
We ain't talking about legal stuff.
But what I'm saying,
when did y'all show each other? When did y'all show each other?
We was not just good during sexual period of time.
When did y'all show each other the most affection?
It wasn't just during sex.
AJ,
I promise you that it wasn't just because you gotta look at it, bro. I don't have, bro. They was staying with me, so it's a difference. Like, bro, I don't have females that just stay with me. I don't even do relationships. You know me all my life. I don't even do relationships.
Listen.
So for you to be around me,
look,
it's not gonna just be sexual.
Now listen to what you just said. I want you to clip this spot right here. This little last 5 minutes. I want you to clip this spot. Listen. You just said, man, you've been around me. Y'all don't even do relationships. So when were you and your baby mothers the most intimate?
It wasn't just during sex. That's what I'm saying. What are you going with this? Like, but I was trying to go. Where are you going with this? Because I just said it wasn't doing.
I'm not going nowhere. I'm asking a simple question.
Just doing.
You just said, listen.
Now I can't tell you back then that far. I've been through too fucking much to tell you that shit. But what I'm saying though, listen, just listen. It wasn't just during sex. That's why. I'm just saying, but what I'm saying is all this shit has been mentally drilled us to like be against, because I can say this, I want to know what could have happened if we didn't battle over our kid. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what that could have, like, it was a lot of shit that I was doing.
Why did y'all start battling over y'all kids? Because
of control. It really was over control.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. That's not something. That's something that has been put in place and drilled in a lot of females down and on. Like, the mother has a child, shit like that. Bro. When I walk, like you were talking about, when I walk in the fucking room, it's different, because it's like you ain't never seen a nigga like me before. Have custody of his kids and have all his business handled.
Yeah, so it's like that. I got homie down, one of my good partners, good friends, got custody of his kids. Yeah, I got a homie like that.
But what I'm saying is, like, you have a small percentage, and you have niggas that can make, like, even just with having your kid.
That percentage is not as small as people think it is either, though. But go ahead, I'm listening.
What's the percentage then?
I don't know, but it's not as small as people think it is. There's a lot of niggas out here who just raising their kids. It's just not. But I'm gonna tell you what happens. They not making a big fuss about it. They're not like, hey, I'm a single daddy. I got my kids. They're not doing that. Guess what they do? They take their ass to work every day. They take care of their business. They're not doing that. You only see mamas do that. Hey, I'm a single mama. I need help with these kids. You only see mamas do that, man. Men don't do that.
But guess what? Yeah, because you men ain't looking for government assistance.
It ain't even about government assistance. They're not looking for a handout. Real men ain't looking for no handout.
Nigga, that's what government assistance is.
But what I'm saying is, they're not looking for a hand. It don't matter if it's government assistance, your homeboy assistance, your mama assistance. He's not looking for that. He's getting up, taking care of business every day. So that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, AJ, no matter how much you want to try to deflect that last question I asked you,
Cause you not,
because
cause you're
it's the
saying when the last
facts.
time we're being intimate. I can't say I don't remember half of this shit, but I don't remember the last
So,
girl I was with. Like
so guess
that
what?
certain shit I
But
don't.
guess what though? If what I'm saying is not a fact, then you will remember the most times
Nah,
that I was
because like
intimate.
I can't.
These are people. Listen, AJ. These are people that you had children with.
That don't mean a damn thing to me. You
My
should know
point
me. You should
exactly.
know. You
So,
should. That don't mean a damn thing to me. But that don't mean nothing bad.
AJ,
There wasn't no intimacy in that. Intimacy in that. It's just shit. Shit turned
no.
out.
You said what?
It don't mean it wasn't never no intimacy in that, bro.
I never said that it wasn't any intimacy, AJ. That's not what I said. I said, when did you guys have the most intimate moments? When was the most intimacy shown?
I can't say, bro, because like you saying you trying to like put intimacy with sex during that period of time, bro.
That's not what I said. I said I ain't trying to put intimacy with
How
sex.
nigga you just said when is the most, and usually black people
When is the
only
most
have more the
intimate
most
time?
intimacy during sex.
That's what I said.
Exactly, I just said that. So you putting it with sex,
Isn't sex part of intimacy?
but yeah, it's part of it, but it's not
Right.
just the main. It's not just the main
I
part.
didn't say it was the main thing, AJ. I said, when did you guys have the most intimate, spend the most intimacy together? When did you guys do that?
We was always around each other, so that's what I'm saying. We weren't having sex
Just
24/7.
because
We
you're
were
around
all.
a motherfucker don't mean that you're being intimate all the time. I'm telling you, with black women and black men, the most intimate that they
Like if
get.
we was watching TV, like most of the time we'll like chill by, watch TV, watch movies, watch the game, or we'll go out. Shit, I'll take them. I took them out dinner and shit like that, like different shit, bro. So it ain't like, oh jeez, I hate
AJ,
talking shit like this, dog.
I said, when did you have the most
Because I
intimacy?
don't remember the most. Like you trying to get me to go
And
back
I'm
to shit.
telling you,
Like my
if
oldest is to be 14. I
and
don't
listen,
remember
bro,
that
listen.
shit.
And what I'm saying is, if you saying I don't remember, and I'm telling you, if you knew the answer to that question, you would remember.
So what's the let me ask you this then. Get to your point. What's the different type of like intimacy or that a white man has on a black woman than a black male only has with just sex for a black female? Why is the intimacy different then if you feel that way?
I wasn't comparing the intimacy with each other.
Then
You
what
asked
the
me a
fuck
question.
are you comparing then, bro? Because I asked you why do you feel like black
You're
females
gonna watch this
respect
back,
white.
you're gonna be like, I wasn't listening enough.
Why do black females respect white men more than they respect black male? Because you
And I
said
told
that
you,
only because they only are intimacy majority of the time during sex, and that's
AJ,
it. It's a
that is
lie.
not what I said. And when you play this back, you're gonna realize that you were saying the craziest shit that
No, I'm not, dog.
yes,
You
you
just
did.
not
Look,
listening to me.
listen, I said you asked me why do black women respect white men more?
Yeah.
I literally said this just a few minutes ago. They haven't been traumatized by a white man. That's why you get the respect that you
And
get from
you
most
cannot say your
black.
grandmama that was a slave. If your grandma was a slave,
Boy,
right?
we're not talking about slavery. That shit
But
happened
ain't that how we
13
talk
years
about shit getting
ago.
passed down? That's how we was just talking about these females. We was just talking about the mamas and grandmas. You was just talking about the mamas and grandmamas.
Boy, I ain't said nothing about no mamas and grandmas. That was you.
On our last episode, we was talking about how the mamas and grandmamas are partying with the daughters and shit, right? Shit
AJ,
is being
talking
passed
about what's
along, right?
happening. Listen, AJ, this is what black people try to do. They try
No,
to
I'm
no
just being
listen, I'm
real.
gonna tell you what they try to do. They try to resort slavery that happened in the 17 somethings, 16 somethings, and bring that into 2024.
It's still stuff. I'm not saying
There's no
slavery, but it still goes back
slavery
to
is not
slavery.
happening in America right now.
Bro, so that's like saying capitalism with the government and how they doing shit. The way they end, the reason they ended slavery has nothing to do with what's going on today. They ended slavery because of capitalism. So That's just an add-on to what the fuck is going on today, bro.
Bro, they did not end
Am
slavery.
I wrong or right?
You're wrong, because they did
You
not
a
end
damn
slavery
lie.
because
You
of
know that, bro.
capitalism.
You a
They
damn
did
lie.
not end slavery because of capitalism.
Dog, you want to go replay that shit that we watched? You want to go replay it?
Bro, they ended slavery. The real reason they ended slavery is because you kept having slave uprisings.
Abraham Lincoln, during the Republican and the South, had the better slave, bro. He had the better, and with that, with him having the better slave, bro, it was going to bankrupt the North during that period of time, dog. That's why the Democrats kept coming after that nigga and sending him shit or doing the shit they were doing because they wanted, and they was gonna make it harder and harder on him if he did not end his slavery, dog.
AJ, they ended slavery because they knew. They say it was because of the war. Like, oh, we needed to win this war. They ended it because they knew if these niggas keep uprising and taking over these plantations, we are gonna be next. That's why they did that. Not because of no capital. They didn't give a fuck about that. They knew what was
It's all about capital. You think they ain't care about no damn money? You crazy as hell. That's the reason the war started in the fucking first place. The war didn't have to start. We and you both know that. So what are we talking about?
AJ,
that's not true.
What do you research on this shit, man? I'm trying to tell you.
Bro, the war did I've done my research. The war did not have to start over no goddamn the war. The economy was doing good before World War I started anyway.
For World War I.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, that ain't got nothing to do with World War I. Happened in the 30s, man. What you talking about?
What war are you talking about then, dog?
The Civil
Rights?
The Civil
War?
Civil War that they had, the Revolutionary War.
You didn't say was war, you just said war, so I didn't know which one you were talking about.
Well, we talking about a specific time period, man. You talking about slavery. World War I, wasn't no slavery going on in the 1930s, man.
But we was talking about capitalism. I don't know how the capitalism part didn't have nothing to do with the Civil War.
What I'm telling you is
you brought that up then, because we was talking about capitalism.
You the one talking about some capitalism got something to do with. Look, man.
But I'm saying because they had slavery back then, bro. During what I'm saying is this: they ended it because Abraham Lincoln had the better slave and he was making more money. The slave that they had in the North wasn't like the slave they had in the South.
Why would he end slavery because he making more money? That don't even make sense, AJ.
During that period of time, a lot of shit didn't make sense though, bro. I don't know why they did deal, but it was gonna bankrupt the North. It was gonna bankrupt them, bro. They was.
You gotta go back and look into that, man. I'm
gonna send you the clip, bro. I'm gonna send you the clip.
Listen. You asked me when you go back and look at this, you're gonna be like, "Damn, I did say that." You asked me why do black women respect white men. I said because they have not been traumatized by white men, but most trauma that black women suffer comes from black men. When it comes to sexual abuse, even if it's passed down from their mamas. I gave you the scenario. Either they daddy.
I don't agree with that all the way.
It's not about what you agree with.
Because you're putting it all on the black man and just saying it's like the black man fault that the black women are acting like this.
You asked me a question, I gave you an answer.
And I'm disagreeing with that shit.
It is though. That is the reason. You talk to any black woman that don't have a father around.
Let me ask you this, right?
They don't respect you. I guarantee you.
Oh, the black women the black woman choosing to get government assistance and kick the black man out has something to do with the black man not being in the house?
No, that has something to do with the black man not respecting the black man. That's what that has.
Nigga, what? You said the black man not respecting the black man?
I said the black woman not respecting the black man. That's what that has something to do with. Just think about it, bro. Look, listen. You can go validate all of this stuff that I'm telling you.
So is it not respecting? Is it not respecting? Or if he had made the money if he was making a certain amount of money, would he not still be in that goddamn home?
If he was making a certain amount of money.
Yes, if he was making more money, she didn't need government system, would he not be in that home?
No, why you think that they moved them out? The people that made money, they
No,
stayed.
you telling me right now if he made more fucking money, if he was rich, he wouldn't be in that home?
Do you see rich people on government assistance?
Yeah, I mean, hey, I've heard of stories. I mean, because everything that looks rich and people who look rich, but what are we talking about? People that it just depends. Like, because people that I thought
You asked me if a
is
black
the
man
people
made
that I
some
thought
money.
I've heard Rick Ross baby mama say they was on food stamp. I've heard 50 Cent baby mama say shit. I've heard people say shit, so I can't.
Why wouldn't they be on food stamps? They ain't got no job.
I don't know what the fuck these people choose to do in their lives
You know,
because
there's such thing as
but they
welfare.
got rich baby daddy. But even though the baby daddy's still rich, he's
That don't
not.
mean nothing. They got nothing to do with them. How does that have anything to do with them?
What I'm saying is this, bro. It it's not all on black males.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not, bro.
It is.
So you're not gonna put none of that weight on a female choosing a government assistant over trying to, because if we want to take it back to the Civil War during that, black families made it work.
Okay. There's no such thing as government assistance during the Civil War. Government assistance ain't come around to the 60s.
Until 70, was it 60s or 70s? It got popular, more popular in 70s.
Yeah,
So
68 actually, that's when the white woman got her rights to vote.
around, okay, so we here in the 70s basically. You got everybody jumping in the 70s. But
Okay.
what I'm saying, okay then, so once that came along,
Mm-hmm.
you push the black man out. How does that have to do with the black man? How's that all on the black man?
So you telling me that black men is like, hey, or black women just like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna
Not
kick you
adding
out.
on, not adding on the crack that's being pushed, that was pushed over here, that got half our
Crack didn't
people
come to
hooked
the
on.
80s, brother.
But the 70s only 10 years, dog. It ain't a lot. I mean, shit just get popping. You
10
said it
years
just
is a
happened
long
in
time. Crack didn't come to
1968.
the 80s, man.
But what I'm saying is this: that's when shit got started in the 70s. It get worse over time.
What do you mean it get worse over time?
Everything gets worse over time. So now you got, and you talking about crack didn't come in. You still had cocaine. I know it was a party drug, whatever. They wasn't getting whatever, but they still was hooked on something. It wasn't like weed. Cocaine ain't like weed. So what I'm saying is
People
this:
weren't using cocaine to the 80s, man.
they was using that in the 70s, bro. For disco, is you crazy? During the disco days, they did use cocaine.
Cocaine was cheap in
They
the
still used it.
70s. People weren't using cocaine like that. That's a rich people drug. Rich niggas was using cocaine. So
Nigga, they was using it during the disco age. The disco didn't fade
rich
out into the
people,
80s.
rich people was using cocaine. Do you know how high cocaine was? You couldn't even get cocaine in the hood in the 70s.
Every state is different, dog. I don't know.
No, it's not.
No,
But if you're
every
talking
state
about the
is different,
60s and
dog. Every
70s,
state is different. I don't know who got in what parties, who was out. Like, I don't know. I
bro,
can't
we're
say I
talking about the
wasn't there.
60s and 70s, bro.
I ain't talking about the 60s. I said 70s. I
The
didn't say nothing
70s.
about the 60s then.
Listen,
I said 70s
the
during the
drug use,
disco age.
the drug of choice in the 70s was heroin. That's when you had your Nicky Barnes and your.
Well, then you still had a drug. All I'm saying is this. I didn't say, well, let's say this.
Who chose to use those drugs? You could have looked at it and said, "Nah, I don't think I want to do that."
I mean, during the I can't say during that. You can't say they didn't have depression back then.
I
You
didn't
don't
say
know
they
what.
didn't have depression.
Okay, but I'm not saying
I
I'm not
said
making it right or wrong. What I'm saying is you always putting everything on the black male, dog. And
because it's his
on the black
fault.
male, because when you have stuff that's still being pushed on us today, like it's
Like what?
but it's still, you got the same reason they pushing social media, taking social media away from little kids. The stuff that gets in your mind in the early age can affect how it is when you get older. So at the same time, so like I'm saying, so at the same time, now it's not even just the physical drug, it's a mental drug. Where you got social media that don't even won't even affect your body, but it affects your mental, where it fucks up your physical.
Let me ask you a question. Is niggas walking around plugged up to computers or something?
Yeah, their phone.
No, I'm saying
When
if
you
you
look though, when you look
let,
down and you look at
let,
people around there, they are really
listen,
not to their
do
fucking
you
phone.
let me ask you something. Are you walking around with a cord plugged in the back of your head telling you what to do?
I'm not, but I don't know what other
My
motherfuckers
point
do.
exactly. So if you have a
I can't say
brain,
what another motherfucker
if
is. How they
you have
cloning
a
motherfuckers these days. Are we
if
not saying that?
if you have a brain that is capable of being used, you can make decisions. If you decide that you want to go out
But
and sell drugs,
you were not
exactly.
wrong, bro. But everybody's situation is different, and
I'm not
everybody's
saying
circumstance
everybody's
is
situation the
different, bro.
same. We ain't a monolith. Everybody ain't the same, but you still got a decision. I'm not no religious person, but they say God gave you choice, right?
Here we go.
I'm just saying I'm not a religious person, but that's what they say, right?
Go ahead.
So you can make choices. You can make choices to pick up that double cup of lean. You can make choices to take that Percocet.
Yeah,
You
but
can
when
make
your
choices to get your
circumstance,
ass up
the
and go get you a
government
job.
has in your circumstance it has put you in a circumstance where it might be harder for you to succeed than the next white man or the next person.
I
I'm.
don't believe that.
It, I mean, you can't believe. You don't have to believe it, but you're not in every state and everybody's circumstance to see what everybody's going through, bro.
I don't want to. I don't want to see what everybody's going through. And I don't care what everybody's going through. What I'm saying is, you have the ability to make a choice,
You're not wrong, bro.
right? So if you have the ability to make a choice, and most people have developed a concept of right or wrong, or knowing how to choose right or wrong by the time you get to a certain age. Now, if you're a teenager, I got you. But when somebody smack you on your hand and say, hey, you can't do that, then you have the ability to make choices. And if you decide not to make the right choices, that is on you, good sir. So if you want to go dabble in drugs, that's on you. Because that same choice you made to go pick up that Percocet or drink that lean, you could have made that same choice and took your ass up there to the job. Hey, I need a job. Fill out the application. See, what happens is we got people that put their efforts into the wrong shit. You see what I'm saying? You got niggas who turn around and be like, they'll go out and make $1 million selling dope.
I
And they
don't
could have
disagree on that. I do. I don't disagree on that.
you could have took that same mindset and applied it to something else and made $1 million legally.
And I'm not saying you're wrong, but I do know a lot of good brothers out here that go through a lot as a single father. I advocate for. I just see a lot of good brothers that do
I'm not.
good,
But see,
but
listen.
they have a hard time. I've seen females use the system to bring and use a child as a pawn and use the system to bring a male down. Now,
But listen, that's because niggas are not careful with what they doing. Chick asked me the other night, you 34 and ain't got no kids? Yes. How? Because I'm careful. I don't make stupid decisions. I don't just go nutting off into anything or going raw or anything. I don't do that.
but you had a while. You had people around you though. They put a good game in you though, dog.
It don't
Like
matter about good game. I just watch other motherfuckers. I watch motherfuckers have kids at a young age and not be able to do what they wanted to do because they gotta watch their children. I watch niggas who have kids at a young age and don't even want to work a job because they gotta send the girl child support money. So they stand with their mama until they 50 plus years old. I see. I don't have to go through it myself to learn to get information from it. I'm a wise guy. I see it and like, nah, that I'm not gonna do that. That's stupid to me. Why would I want to be living with my mama until I'm 50? Because I don't want to go to work. That don't make sense to me. It never made sense to me. And I don't want to be like my daddy. I don't want to have 4 or 5 different. I love my sisters and brothers to death, but I don't want to have 6, 7, 8, 9 kids with 10, 15 different women. Like I don't want to do that. That ain't never
nah,
been.
that's
I've
something that
never wanted to have
I
that.
that's something I would never advise either. Like I don't even know how these niggas do it.
That's what I'm saying because it diminishes it. It diminishes your value as a man, and you like your kids don't really have that bond. Like me and my sister, I love my sisters to death. Well, my sisters and my brothers, I love them to death, but we don't have a bond that we should have because we all grew up in different households. You see what I'm saying? So it's fucked up. Like I wouldn't want my kids to be like that. Like me and my sister, then we communicate more so now than when I was younger. But like, and then when you get around, you don't know. Like sometimes I'd be kind of like, should I say this? Should I say that? Because you know what I mean. I don't want to offend my sister. I don't want to, you know. So yeah, it creates an unbalance in relationships, man, with your children. So why would you like? Why would I want to do that? I don't want to do that. And nothing against the dudes that do. I'm just saying I don't want to do that. It's my personal preference.
And
So yeah,
I got to, and I got to, and I still want. I would never. Ain't no.
I just think it diminishes your value as a man, though, when you do that, because then you can't control everything that's happening. You got a woman over here like my uncles. Niggas got all these kids and they can't control nothing. They have no control. You can't tell your child to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You favor this child feeling some type of way. Like you ain't got no control, bro. Who the fuck want to live like that?
Yeah, it ain't pieces and cream. Shit.
Trust me, I know. I know.
It ain't pieces and cream. It's a lot of talking. It's a lot of self work you got to do with yourself. Shit, I'm blessed to have all mine together.
That's what I'm saying.
But
just imagine if you didn't, though.
Shit, bro. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Just imagine if you didn't.
At the same time, I feel like they still would have been close because my kid was like at a point like when they was younger, they was coming on weekend.
But look, listen though. Let's imagine
not as close as they are now. I don't think so.
But just imagine if they all came in different households though. They was up and you didn't have no control of what was going on.
What the hell wrong with you? Nigga.
Just imagine that though. That'd be a wild situation to be in, boy. Your daughter over here, both of your sons over here, like it'd be a fucked up situation to have.
A lot of times you don't have no control because you having children out of wedlock. Like you don't have no control when you have it. You ain't got no rights to them.
Shit, I would. I'll make it happen. I'm telling you.
A lot of dudes don't want to make. Nah, she's not here. I don't think so. A lot of dudes don't. She should be though. Like a lot of dudes don't want to go through the government system. They don't want to. I don't know, man. They don't want to fight for their kids, and it ain't like they ain't got the money. So
yeah, but that's what I be saying. Like some niggas should just they priorities be in the wrong spot, man. Like I always had my priorities in order. Like I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. Like I always been set like that. So, you know, but I'm sure I'll find a nice young lady that'll, bear some children for me. And understand the role of what a woman is, and understand my role. I'm not saying, and I don't want women to think like, and I was gonna point this out to you. Listen to how you say you don't think women play a part in that? I'm not saying they don't play a part, right? But when you have been damaged by specific people or a specific entity, like these single males, like some of these single women that got all this education, that grew up with their mamas and no daddies around, they innately they have an issue with their father. Innately, they have that issue with their father. So, how do you think they're gonna?
Let me ask you this though, because the two females we were talking about earlier, Dr. Bryant and Dr.Sarah, they both had their father. They're very close with their father. So it's like, what about the ones that grew up with their father? But those seem more like a headache than the ones
that got daddies.
The intelligent ones
she went always with her daddy now.
The intelligent ones that have their daddy.
Yeah, but she went always with her daddy though.
Who wasn't?
Dr. Bryant. She went always with her daddy. Now you gotta also understand that daddy gotta work too. Daddy gonna spend some time. But see, women like that, like you have to measure up, man. Like if a girl got her daddy in her life and daddy don't never tell her no, but daddies can be they can be enabling too, just like mamas are for boys. Daddies can be enabling for girls.
I kind of feel like I'm like that for my daughter. That's why I
Yeah, you
try
gotta
to.
stop that shit, man. You're gonna create a problem that you don't need.
Nigga, I already have, bro. I've been trying to break that shit for the last I don't know how many years.
Nah, but you can break it. You just gotta make you see when you're dealing with children, you gotta make children work.
Although, wait, and you saying what? Talking about like what? What
We got to drip it off.
is dripping again?
Yeah.
Try to turn it. I'll come in a minute. What what like depend on what we talking about, bro. Cause like when I say enable, I just feel like my daughter look it's like the standard she look at me is so high. I don't want her comparing no. I don't want her comparing nobody to me.
She gonna do
Like
that anyway.
I know that's what I mean,
It's
but I
just
don't. It's
nature.
not something that I want.
But that's why she has to see what we try to do is we try to protect our kids. I heard this shit. What they say? You try to protect your kids from the road. No, you try to protect your kids from the road, but no, you try to protect the road from your kids instead of protect your kids from the road. Some shit like that. How it go? But you try to bubble wrap the kids so they won't go down the bumpy road, but they got to go down the bumpy road. They have to because that's how you develop character. That's how you develop perseverance. They have to go down the road because if you enable them, then they're gonna think like the road's supposed to be soft.
Yeah, I kind of learned that this year. Like when I was like, cause I used to take my kids to school every year, like take them, pick them up. But this year I was like, y'all gotta experience riding the bus. Not only just experience it for doing it, it's kind of just showing up independent, getting
Yeah,
up. Feel me? Like, and I had to learn that for myself
get your ass up and go get on that bus. Yeah,
cause it was something like like
Friday next week.
that's nice.
It's 18th and 20th.
Okay. It's just something that I learned that is like just little stuff that I try to but they have something like my kids very independent, so it's just to me I like you say a lot of people hinder their kids, but I also like I teach my kids and I try to work on myself to be able to teach them. You feel me?
yeah. You
I
got to
think
teach them.
I think a lot of parents don't do that.
You got to train them. You got to train children. That's what we missing in our community. We don't train our kids. We don't train them about nothing. Just get out of here.
Shit,
Yeah.
bro. We'll talk about that. I'm gonna give like that's a good ass topic. I'm gonna get you back on here and talk
Yeah,
about
we
some
don't
shit
train
like.
kids, man.
All right, then, fam. You got anything you want to shout out, bro, before we get off here?
Nah, man, just be looking forward to what's coming in 2025. This shit it's finna be a masterpiece out here, man.
All right, man. I'm gonna get you back up on here, bro. I appreciate you,
Man, I appreciate you, brother. Hey, make sure you clip that part that I told you to clip.
man.
And you be like, damn, I did say that dumbass shit.
I know it. I know it. I asked you. We'll talk about it. We're gonna talk about it because I still don't get where you come from with that shit.
You gonna see.
All
Like,
right.
man, that nigga making sense, boy. Watch when people when they look at this, they gonna be like, damn, that nigga right there, boy. That nigga that
Nigga.
sharp.
All right.
All right, boy.
Well,